deal. We're going to announce just three prizes, first, second, and third. I'll let the judges talk a little bit about that. To start us off, I'd just like to introduce our judges. A fantastic group of people. A few of us had a great opportunity a few weeks back to get together with the judges all and discuss what their ideas were for what their expectations for Lot 5, but also what their ideas are for the submissions for the development of the Central Waterfront. And it's a dynamic team to put together in one room. I'll introduce them. Gordon Price, Director of the City Program at Simon Fraser University. Sat on City Council of Vancouver, served on the board of Greater Vancouver Regional District. I'm going to have to abbreviate some of these because it might take us all night. It's a very rich background for all of our judges. Gordon speaks on urban issues and the development of Vancouver and cities all around the world, and is a regular lecturer on transportation and land use for the city of Portland in Oregon. Chris Keatley. Chris, raise your hand. Has a background in urban design and landscape architecture. He runs his own consultancy company, Keatley Art and Design, which provides expertise in visual arts programming and management for public and private exhibition spaces, as well as architectural and urban design projects. Shout out, I'm saying it's wrong. Chris is owned and managed private commercial galleries in Vancouver. He's currently the director and the curator of the Pendulum Gallery in downtown Vancouver. Our third judge, you probably recognize his face, His Worship, Mayor Darryl Rosado, serving his third term on City Council as Mayor of the City of North Van. Prior to Mayor, he served 4 terms as councillor. It's a huge coup for us to get him on that judges panel. Thank you very much. And as was evidenced in our judges session, there are a few people that know as much about the development of the waterfront as Darryl does. Born and raised on the North Shore, ran for municipal politics on the platform of the waterfront revitalization. So well versed in all of the background to this. Grace Gordon Collins. Grace, I am proud of you. Great. Been in practice in British Columbia for over 30 years in the field of architecture and interior design. Experienced in a wide range of different types of architecture and interior design. Well known as a supporter of the arts, locally involved in the local arts community. Grace sits on the board of the Gordon Smith Foundation and is principal of the award-winning architectural firm Ernest Collins Architects. Mitra, where's Mitra? Mitra, Mitra's a Jill of all trades. Studied architecture and urban design on multiple continents. Practiced as an architect in Spain and Algeria. For over 20 years, she ran an international consulting firm assisting Canadian companies, expanding into Asian and Latin American markets. In 2000, Mitra was elected as the first chair of the McRae Institute of International Management. Currently teaches at Capline University.
Yeah, she's ours. Woo! We love you, Mitra.
And Pete Schneier, hiding in the corner. He is the director, curator of the Presentation House Gallery in North Van. Over the years, he's acted as the chief curator of the Power Plant Contemporary Art Gallery in Toronto, the curator of the Vancouver Contemporary Art Gallery. He's curated over 80 exhibitions. We're very much looking forward to seeing some curating right here on the waterfront, the Presentation House Gallery. Presentation House Gallery has been in discussions for quite some time to move into a new home on the side of the Kate's Tuck building. So,
yes.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm going to hand it over to Chris, who's going to announce the winners.
They're all winners.
They're all winners.
They're all winners.
Thank you. In fact, we're winners as a community. So
yeah.
Thank you. What a judging panel. I feel quite honored to be part of it. Somebody put together a really good group of people. I think that's the first
Louder, Chris.
Okay. I'm honored to be part of this judges panel. It was a good group, and we had some good discussions, and I hope those will continue into the future. The second thing I'd like to say is to North Van Urban Forum. I've done a fantastic job of getting this issue out in front of the public and bringing this forward as a major issue or design opportunity within Vancouver. I think everybody who's been involved with this deserves a hearty thank you. And thirdly, to the people who have submitted Thank you very much. There was very little money or prizes actually involved. It's very difficult to actually put yourself in a library project like this. We've got some very interesting ideas here, and I think there's gems everywhere, and it was difficult to really decide how we would award this. But in thinking about it, we decided that the first, second, and third places would be those schemes that looked at the site as a whole and tried to get to grips with what it meant and the possibilities for the entire site rather than specific ideas. Not to say that some of the specific ideas weren't great, but we need to think about this and make a holistic approach. I hope that this is going to be the first step along the way. This is obviously not going to be taken and built anytime soon, but I think there's certainly great ideas here for all the schemes, and particularly the winners. Now, I'll start with number 3, and we are going to award that to Amanda Gradulich. I think she pronounce that right.
Very prestigious certificate.
Yes, yes. I don't know what signed and everything. Wow, that's pretty impressive stuff. Yeah, we did not stand. I'm just going to say things briefly about why we felt this was an interesting scheme. Again, she dealt with a lot of issues with this, with the site as a whole. Did a lot of programming with it. Has thought about what's been successful in other areas, other places, and tried to apply it to this particular scheme. I think that if people haven't had a chance, it's the one in the back corner there, but it's laid out. She's obviously put a lot of time and thought into it, and thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, for the second and third place schemes, there was a lot of debate amongst the judges. And one of the schemes is a very bold scheme that puts forward some very strong architectural design ideas that may not actually be practical in the long run, but it was a bold kind of a vision. And I think that those sorts of things were really needed. I felt that was a very strong scheme. The other scheme had taken the site and broken it down into areas, and there's a lot of practicality as well as dealing with the overall site. And I think there were some really strong ideas in both these schemes. But ultimately, Alex Buss over here with the large pool that goes into the thing is our second place choice.
Oh, that's right.
Very good. For those who haven't seen it, it's the one with the giant swimming pool that slammed into the road.
Beautiful.
It was a really good scheme, and I think there was some concern about bringing the library down to the waterfront, but besides that, I think that was a very good scheme. And again, a very well thought out scheme, and I think we really appreciate the efforts and the bold design that we've got for this. Okay.
Love the pool! Love the pool!
Love the pool!
Bring it on!
That's a big deal. Okay, thank you, you guys. That's great. Did you get your prize?
Certificate at the moment, I will.
Our first place is, it was a late arrival. It only came in yesterday, or the day before. And we have included it, even though they didn't meet the deadline. And it was a scheme that embraced a lot of the discussions, I think, that have been happening in amongst the urban forum, the ideas about what types of activities and things and facilities that we might have down on this site. And Timothy Flores is our #1 choice here with the North Vancouver Lot 5 areas right here. Timothy, if you want to come up and his covered market idea, if people have seen that, is a very strong idea and one which came up. I understand it's very successful in the temporary markets that are down there.
It never rains here.
It never rains. Well, it's covered. It's covered. So there you go. But there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of rich kind of design elements, and he does want to include the back of the ship. So he is going to do that if it ever goes forward.
Yay!
But I think that this was a very strong design with kind of a level of boldness to design, but also a level of practicality. I think that we could actually take some ideas and move forward. So Timothy, thank you and congratulations. We loved the crazy sculpture and that kind of sketch, which was very loose, and that was a really interesting one for a lot of people. And I encourage those kind of ideas to keep coming forward and keep maybe influencing the site design as it moves forward. I think those things are really important.
The spirit of the North Shore is different to downtown. Let's keep it intact. Let's keep the North Shore the beauty that it is. You guys are awesome. Those presentations are beautiful. Visionary, and everybody here tonight, you guys are rocking hard. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think it is a reward. I don't know what we have to give them, but let's give it something.
Thank you. I just want to quickly give a certificate to Sierra as well. There is a prize for you as well. We're going to award prizes after. So Sierra, you're very interested in the certificate. Thank you.
Nice smile. All right, everybody. Teeth. Smile with teeth. Yay. That's a good picture.
And one more for our fifth finalist is Golia, which is broken in two. Golia, you're doing fun.
We have one more.
Some music. Hey, I mean,
Come on up. There you go. Yeah.
okay.
Together now. Oh, that's a much better picture. Yeah. Get the beautiful art on the wall in the background.
Thanks, folks. We'll take a few moments if you want to have a wander around, have a look at the submissions, grab a beer, grab a bite to eat, and then we're going to welcome Gordon Trice up to say a few words and give out our keynote. So the submissions are all along this wall. There's a write-up next to each one of them, and then on the end, we're going to